Ever gone to pick an approach procedure in Flight Sim and been confused by all the different options? Each one has their time and place, and picking between them is just a matter of knowing what your needs are. The visual approach is available at every airport, and it'll plot an extended runway centerline on the multifunction display that you can use to line yourself up on final fairly easily. It's especially useful in the backcountry where it can be hard to spot grass or dirt fields, since the HSI will tell you where you are relative to the final approach path, along with glide path information as well. Be careful, because even though it looks like a localizer and glide slope on your instruments, it definitely isn't, and it will fly you into the side of a mountain if it's between you and the runway. If you're flying into bad weather, on the other hand, an ILS will have the lowest minimums of any instrument approach, so if the ceiling is particularly low, there's no better option to give you the best chance to spot the runway. ILS approaches are only available on runways that have equipment on the ground for it, so you won't find them at all runways, and it only really works in places where you can have a long final approach path. That's where RNAV approaches come in, because they rely entirely on the GPS in your plane for navigation, so they can exist in places where an ILS can't, which makes them my personal favorite since they're often the most fun to fly. They can take you around obstacles, have steeper descents down to the runway, or even last-second turns that'll leave you smiling after landing them successfully. A runway that has more than one RNAV approach will have a suffix letter next to it to differentiate it from the others, usually indicating a difference in the flight path. Every RNAV GPS or GNSS approach, depending on where you're flying, also has different minimums that the onboard systems automatically pick for you to get you as close to the ground as possible. You'll see it displayed in the center of the HSI, and you can find the associated minimums for that category at the bottom of the approach chart. If you notice an approach is missing from the list, it's probably because the GPS only displays the ones that it can actually fly. One of those that you likely won't see in every glass cockpit are RNPAR approaches, which require more advanced avionics like you'd typically find in business jets or airliners. The links are in the description if you want more in-depth content on how to actually fly all of these approaches.